Hello, welcome to Michelle Sews Again. I'm Michelle. Today is day 15 of Vlogmas, and I am so excited to be here again. So today I don't have any twirls for you, just static images. So hopefully that won't disappoint you too badly. But in today's installment of my favorite makes countdown advent for Vlogmas, I am sharing with you one of my very favorite things that I've ever made, but I don't have it here with me in Miami. So when we moved from Pennsylvania to Miami, we put a lot of stuff in storage because at that point in time, our intention was that eventually we would move back to rural Pennsylvania for retirement. Well, after we moved down here and we experienced living in palm trees and blue skies and near the beach, that plan went out the window. But because that was our plan at the time, we went ahead and stored the majority of, instead of purging our winter clothes and coats and things like that, we put those as well as some other things that we knew we wanted to keep but didn't need for living purposes. We put them in storage. And this coat is one of the things that I put in storage because I knew I wasn't going to need it. I have one coat down here, and that's because we moved in December and I needed to wear it for the trip. I haven't needed to wear it once down here, but I was so grateful that I had it with me because I did need it when I went to Cleveland last week. But I brought a different coat with me. The coat that I'm talking about, it was called the Sapporo coat from Paper Cut Patterns when I made it. It is now called the Nova coat. So I will link in the description box, I will link to the pattern. It is an easy pattern for somebody who doesn't have a lot of experience in sewing. And it was all over Instagram last year when I made it. I haven't seen a ton recently, but it is such a beautiful coat. I love the style lines on it, how it comes like, you know, it's got that line like that, and in that line is the pockets. It's so cool. Well, of course, I took the opportunity to color block it, and I bought this beautiful boiled wool. I believe that I got it from Mood. I'm certain that I bought the boiled wool from Mood, and I got a really beautiful teal color and a really beautiful lime color, and I mixed the two of those, and I couldn't be happier. I was inspired to make the coat out of boiled wool by Kristen from the Dahlia Society, because she had made a boiled wool jacket and she didn't need to finish the edges. So she just left it free, and I, being new to sewing at the time, I thought I could do that same thing and simplify the jacket. It didn't work out that way just because of the style lines. I needed the facing. So I did mess that up when I made it. Because the facings are cut with the pattern piece. They're not separate. So it's just an extension of the pattern piece, and you fold it in and sew it down. Well, I didn't cut, I made an adjustment when I cut the pattern piece out so that it didn't have the facing. So I then had to go back and cut the facing out and sew it in. It didn't end up being that big of a deal. I was able to make it look nice. And the only thing else that I didn't do is I didn't line it. Now the coat doesn't call for lining, but I think it would just finish the coat off nicely. So I think I'm gonna go back at some point and line it. But anyway, this is one of my favorites, and I encourage you to go and check out the hashtag. You might need to look at both because people probably haven't changed their hashtag if they made it as the Sapporo coat. But check out Sapporo coat or Nova coat on Instagram, and you'll see some absolutely gorgeous versions. I think that I don't need a lot of coats, but I definitely feel like I want to make another one of those. It was fun to make. It's a beautiful coat. And if you have need of a coat, I encourage you to check this one out because it's just got such interesting details. It's not going to be like something everybody else around you has. So that is my favorite make for the day. Since this is not included in my tops, but in my favorites, but it is something that I made. It was one of my reverse tie-dyes. This was a gray t-shirt, and I just reverse dyed it, meaning that I didn't use bleach. There's this stuff called WAIWT Bright that you use to take the color out, and then I added color back in. I love the color combination of this. The reason it's not in my top is I was just practicing, and this is just an old stretched out t-shirt. So definitely not something I would ever wear in public, but I do get a lot of wear out of it at home. And I do love the way the pattern came out. So yeah, the last time I didn't talk about what I was wearing, there were a couple of people disappointed. So I will just let you know that's what I'm wearing. This will not show up at any point in my top favorite makes. Anyway, wherever you are, I hope the weather is amazing. I hope you're able to get some sewing in. I really thank you for joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.